Okay, so we're down on South Walter Reed Drive and 4 Mile Run right now. And where we're heading to is the Shirlington area. And we're essentially in the Shirlington area right now. And there's a number of condo complexes, all around Shirlington. You have a lot of more kind of garden style, low-rise condos versus, more of the high-rise stuff that we saw, on the Orange Line. So we're turning here onto South Arlington Mill from Walter Reed Drive. And the first complex here on the left is called the Heatherly. Very typical of what we see down here, especially from, condo complexes of this vintage, garden style, walk up, you got the Heatherly here, and to the behind it is Court Bridge, which is also very similar. Off in the distance, you can see, the Shirlington area. And the Shirlington is not like where we came from, but there's definitely, a scene down here and plenty of things to do. There's also a bike trail here along 4 Mile Run, which will eventually take you down to the Potomac. So this building on the right here, this is a condo building, kind of loft style units in there. Definitely the swankiest building down here in Shirlington. And we are in what's known as Shirlington Village. You see there's a Harris Teeter supermarket here on the right. Busboys and Poets, another good brunch spot. You got a sushi place on the left. There's a theater up here. There are actually a couple theaters here. There's like an AMC, and then there's like a signature theater as well too. Plenty of good restaurants here. Guapo's is a good Mexican spot. The Carlisle Grand up here is really good. Place I like to take my parents to. You've got a brewery that's opening up here on the corner. You have another big bar kind of on the backside of this complex here. Copperwood Tavern is here. There's a lot kind of in here. And what you're seeing signs for right up ahead on the other side of South Quincy here, that's really the Shirlington Circle, which is above 395. And, you know, if you wanted to get into Belvoir, well, just hop on 395 and go south and you're there. So from a convenience factor, you know, I think this location would be, you know, pretty good. And there are a lot of people living in this area, you know, that kind of utilize Shirlington Village. There is a community just north of Shirlington called Fairlington. And Fairlington it's an older condo community. There are actually 7 villages that make up Fairlington. So each of them have their own association, but you know, they are older style condos. You have garden style condos in there. You have garden townhomes in there as well, which are above your price point, but regardless, very nice place to be. But once we get kind of past these apartments here, you'll start to see what Fairlington looks like. You're going to see a lot of red brick and lots of people walking their dogs. So you can see some townhomes here, and then you see the taller buildings. Those are, you know, condo style residences. And I mean, this is a huge community. We could drive around in here for 20 minutes. But where we're gonna go, actually, we're gonna cross right over Route 7, and we'll be up in Alexandria City, actually. And still reasonably close to Shirlington, as you can see. I think we're 9 minutes into this video right now. But this location here is known as Park Center. And Park Center was really the bulk of residential development in the late 80s through 2000s. So, you know, you have much more modern style living, a much more modern style condo situation over here. And prices are a little less too. Also helpful. that export gym there. It's actually the gym I used to go to. So these areas are, you know, relatively close. My house is kind of sandwiched in between Shirlington and Ballston. So we're gonna just drive up on a garden-style complex up here. This was built in the 80s. This is called The Point at Park Center. And it's a gated community, but nice place. You want to be on the top floor in these, because if you're on the lower floors, you do get a little bit of noise, you know, from unit to unit. At least that's been my experience with clients who've lived in here. And there you might even be able to swing a 2-bedroom at your price point. Over here to the left is a community called the Palazzo. I have some clients who live in the Palazzo too. Good spot. I would say it's a little bit more upmarket than the Point. And it's another kind of big complex as well. And I would say this is a building that is as nice as anyone you're apt to find, you know, in Clarendon. Certainly it has kind of all the bells and whistles. This is called the Northampton Place. Condo fees are a touch on the high side, but a nice building. And I think that's where we'll stop our Shirlington tour.